Wow. What a game. You can see the final score right up there. Eagles, Falcons. The Eagles have traveled to Atlanta and the Eagles have dominated the Falcons in Atlanta. First time we've ever got a win like this was since what? 2009 when Michael Vick was our quarterback. Just wow. I was expecting a close game. I did say the Eagles was going to win, but I was expecting a much closer game. I was saying 27-20 or 24-20. I'm not necessarily a fan of predicting scores, but I know it's about that time, we start doing that, but what a game. But anyway, first things first, let's just cue the intro. Then we're going to go further into the video.
E-A-G-L-E-S 6 a.m. ready for the game. Tailgate parking lot at the link is insane. Put my jersey on for my Philly team. All green with the eagle head looking really mean. No day's too cold if your heart's off.
Wow, man. First things first, I just got to say, how about those birds, man? How about those birds, man? The Philadelphia Eagles have dominated the Atlanta Falcons. Just wow. Now, look, I'm not going to be here on no crazy victory lap, talking mad trash about the Falcons or anything. I mean, I'm going to leave it to the Falcons fans to say how awful they played or whatnot. The Philadelphia Eagles, wow. I did not expect them to come down to Atlanta and just dominate the way they did. I was not expecting it. And that's what makes it even better. It's like, it was Jalen Hurts. He's got a lot to prove this year. With everybody always doubting him and talking down on him. You got Nick Sirianni, who apparently wasn't fit to be a head coach. You got Devonta Smith, who's apparently too small and won't be able to outrun defenders, which he pretty much did in his first ever touchdown in the NFL. I believe it was actually the Eagles' first drive, their first or second drive, where Jalen Hurts just moved the ball right down the field like it was nothing. Miles Sanders, I don't think he got a touchdown, but he did his thing out there. He was moving the ball. I mean, he only got about out of 15 carries, only 71 yards, but he's got a lot of first downs, though. He's got a lot of key first downs, key runs. Kenneth Gainwell, his first touchdown in the NFL proves that he was a major steal. He was another one that was getting key first downs, just fighting for them yards. I just love everything that I saw. Devonta Smith getting his first touchdown, Jalen Reagor getting a touchdown, Dallas Goedert making that dive for the touchdown. I honestly didn't think we was going to score again after what happened that one time. There was that one touchdown that was made, but it was brought back. I don't know. I can't remember who caught the first one, but it was brought back. I don't know if it was because of Lane Johnson or I can't remember exactly who it was, but it was brought back, and just like that, we went from 3 yards to 3 or 4 yards to 9-yard line, and Jalen Hurts scrambled around, passed it to Dallas Goedert with the amazing dive, and we scored there. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of thought that was I didn't think that was a catch, to be honest with you. I thought that ball hit the ground, but I'm just gonna bird box this, because listen, if y'all gonna complain about that, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because I've been telling you guys for the longest that the refs have been trash to all 32 teams. But when I mention it, especially when the team loses, I'm pulling up excuses. I'm just pulling out excuses. But I just don't want to hear it. You feel me? I mean, the refs have been trash on both ends. There were some in our favor. There was also some in the Falcons' favor as well. Listen, it is what it is. I mean, listen, you can't blame the refs when they couldn't stop Jalen Hurts. You can't blame the refs when their defense wasn't doing anything. You feel me? There were, Matt Ryan fumbled the ball. You can't blame the ref on that one. The Falcons got a lot. They got a lot of work to do. And I can't even believe I'm saying this because normally the Falcons really they own us in Atlanta and we own them in Philly. But this year, as I told people that it's this year is different. We do not have the same team as a year or so back. Doug Peterson is not here. Jim Schwartz isn't here. Let me tell you something. If Jim Schwartz was here, this game probably wouldn't be as dominant. Calvin Ridley would have definitely been having more yards. I can assure you that. I can really assure you that. I would not be as confident coming to this game if they were still here, based off what we've seen in the past. The defense, the secondary, they're pretty good. It seemed like the defense overall was getting dismantled. Calvin Ridley was getting first downs after first downs after first downs, just catching the ball. It really seemed like that, but the defense got a lot better, a whole lot better in the second half. And I just loved every moment of it. I loved every moment of it. And it's just crazy because I was expecting the Falcons to make some kind of comeback. I was expecting it, but it just didn't look like that. It really looks like they just couldn't do anything. They couldn't capitalize from our turnover on downs. I was very disappointed with them always going for it on fourth down. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. This team, we would have had maybe 38 points instead of, we probably would have even hit 40. We probably would even hit 40 if we did not if we went for the field goals instead of fourth downs. I mean, some was just very unnecessary. They were very unnecessary, but it is what it is. You see the final score, 32-6. Running backs did their thing. They were saying the Falcons passing game was ranked 5th. They really didn't look like it at all. They really didn't look like it. And I did say the Falcons would be completely different without Julio Jones. And I did say Julio Jones have always given us a run for our money. I did make that very clear. And it really does look like the Falcons could be missing Julio Jones. I mean, I know Calvin Ridley is still going to be great, but you can see the big difference without Julio Jones. Mike Davis, their running back. It looks like for one moment we was holding him down, but there were also times where he was, running over us. We were missing tackles. I mean, we cannot be missing tackles. I mean, that was one of our biggest mistakes. But not only that, but a lot of penalties as well. We definitely got to work on our penalties. We got to work on tackling for sure. Also, penalties. Penalties was a huge problem, and it could have gone a lot worse, and Falcons could have really at least put up more points on the board. But surprisingly, they just wasn't good enough. But this was a crazy game. The game that a lot of us Eagles fans have been excited for. We've been waiting for. I picked the Eagles to beat the Falcons because I was very confident coming to this game that it was going to happen. Joe Rock, shout out to the homie Joe Rock, King Joffrey Joe, who initiated a bet with me about a couple weeks ago that losers had to crack their heads with a dozen of eggs. And I was very confident to say, hey, let's do it. I got a lot of respect for him, and I did it. So shout out to the homie, and I will be making a reaction to him cracking himself, bashing himself with a dozen of eggs. So I know I said good game to him. I mean, and I said that just to stay humble. I mean, of course, bragging rights, loving, enjoying the W, and then calling out the Falcons fans that was really guaranteeing a W and claiming how we wouldn't have a chance to stop Calvin Ridley or Kyle Pitts. And speaking of Kyle Pitts, man, look, I'm not going to down Kyle Pitts as far as he's going to be a bust or anything. I'm not saying that at all, but he didn't look like this guy that everybody was hyping him up to be, supposedly be torching our linebacking core and everything, secondaries and all of that. I mean, he only had 30-something yards. I mean, Matt Ryan didn't even look like this top 5 quarterback someone really claimed him to be. He didn't look like this top 5 quarterback, a certain Falcons fan claimed him to be. I mean, it's bad enough that a sophomore quarterback in Jalen Hurts had outperformed him in Atlanta at that. In Atlanta. 3 touchdowns over 250 passing yards. doing QB draws and read options and just shooting past him just like that. Like Matt Ryan literally got outperformed. Now I'm not going to sit here and say Matt Ryan is washed or anything. I'm not going to go that far to say that. It is only week 1. They could be a lot better later on. Hence is why I'm staying humble. Y'all see my reaction. I was very hyped. I was very excited. That's me on, week to week pretty much, just watching the game, enjoying what I'm seeing, but I stayed humble. I said I would stay humble till the clock hits 0, and I enjoyed every last moment of it. But there is no it's a very enjoyable. I enjoyed this W. It was dominant. We definitely needed this dub. A lot of haters pick the Falcons to win, which is their opinion. I respect them. But the fact that y'all wasn't saying any given Sunday, or y'all wasn't showing a blowout, or even that's just what the media does, and I'm not surprised. And this is why I love this even more. And I want you guys to continue staying over there and keep that same energy, because it doesn't really seem to be a thing called any given Sunday when it's the Philadelphia Eagles. It's just a guaranteed L, and yada yada. But so much for and this is why I don't believe in the spread either, because the point spread had the Falcons winning, and this is why I don't ever believe in that. Well, I don't care if it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe it's in the Vegas favorites to take a lot of people's money, or however it goes. I don't know. But anyway, my biggest what I enjoyed the most and what I hated the most is what I enjoyed the most is Jalen Hurts. He came, he saw, he conquered. He outperformed Matt Ryan. He had a great game. He had an amazing game. And for people was saying that he doesn't belong on the list and everything, well, I mean, he sure as hell looked like the quarterback to me. He looked like an NFL quarterback to me. And like I say, over 264, I believe, 260 something passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 27 for 35, I believe, or 28 for 35, 36, something like that. He had a pretty damn good game. He had a really good game. I have no complaints about Jalen Hurts. He did really good. My biggest complaints is defense missing tackles. Secondary for the moment was blowing coverage. That, and last but not least, penalties. Penalties was a big problem in this game. I mean, I know that we still won this game. We won by 26 points, but still, if this was the 49ers, it would not be like this. It would not be like this. If it was the 49ers, the Chiefs, or the Bucks, or whoever else, it would not be like this. It would not be this kind of domination. So we gotta get it together with the penalties. But we got a week to get it together, and that's pretty much all I gotta say. I mean, I'm enjoying this W. Shout out to the Falcons fans. Shout out to Sleeta, King Jaffe Joe, Shine, Aries Falcon, Joe Rock. If I didn't say his name already, shout out to the Dirty Bird Nation. That's pretty much all I got to say there. I'm staying humble. Of course, it is natural. I do enjoy the W, rightfully so, but I'm not going to be all cocky and say, oh, we're going to go all the way. No, I'm not doing that. Take it 1 week at a time. We're 1-0, baby. Let's move on to the next, on to the Niners, and let's be 2-0. And I will be attending the game next week. I will be tailgating with the homie Joey Shakes and Philly Jim. Very excited for that. I am very, very, very excited for that. So, yeah. But until next time, Eagles Nation, it's your man Des checking on out of here. It is Fly Eagles Fly. And I want to give a salute to everyone that joined the live stream. Thank you guys for making the live stream another successful live stream, fun and everything. It had not been for you guys, it wouldn't be this fun. But, salute to every last one of y'all for taking your time, to watching the live stream. So, yeah, man, there ain't going to be no live stream next week, obviously, because I will be at the game. But after, who is it, the Cowboys, there may be a live stream there. Not sure, but we'll keep on up. We'll keep on tabs about that one. But anyway, that's all I got to say. Let me know what you think in the comments below. How did you feel about this game? What is your biggest takeaways? What did you like the most, and what did you hate the most? Who do you think deserves the game ball? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And that's all I got to say. It is your man, Des. Checking on out of here. And as always, fly, Eagles, fly. I'm out.
Have a beautiful time.
Oh, and there's one more thing I forgot to add. I know the Dallas Cowboys lost. You know, that's what makes the dub even more. You know, shout out to y'all, great game. But y'all still them boys. You know. Oh, Washington lost. You know, hey, just gotta rely on the Broncos to beat the Giants, and we're number 1 in the division, but it's only the beginning, week 1. But I just mainly do this to say, y'all still them boys. That's all I gotta say. I'm out. Fly, Eagles, fly.